Just let it be known. And just a little anecdote about my West Indian roots. Last night, got back to the hotel and I heard some music. So I said to Fred, oh, there's some music. We better go and dance. So, needless to say, we were the only people in the place dancing. And then I heard a tourist say, but she dances like a local person. And I always say, you know, I'm from the West Indies when the music starts. So, first of all, I'd like to say congratulations to all of you. I've heard from Paul that you are an outstanding class, and our people train all over the world, and they know fairly quickly what the caliber of people are that they are teaching. And he was very impressed with you. So why don't you give yourselves a round of applause? What I would like to say this evening is that you are embarking on an incredible journey. You are right now participating in the beginning of what is an absolutely exciting industry. When you look back at this and you talk to your children years down the road, you're going to be saying, we were at the beginning of this. We took our talents and we took our energy and we took a risk. And what we have done is we built a wonderful industry for Barbados, and that we have created a number of jobs. And that is, in essence, what we see coming out of these wonderful workshops and meetings that we've been having here. The reception that we've had in the meetings with the government and other parties have been nothing short of outstanding. I am confident that we will, over the very short future, be bringing some productions into Barbados, and that you will be working on very high-level, award-winning productions that will come in here from overseas. What we would like to do is to try to do this in the shorter rather than the longer term. I'd like you to feel highly motivated to view this not just as a creative and artistic pursuit, but as a real business. Today, digital content communication is pervasive throughout all aspects of work. And as Leonard said, you don't just view this skill set as being something that's for feature film or movies, but understand that it is going throughout every aspect of communication in life today. Pharmaceutical companies, for example, there is not a single presentation done in a pharmaceutical company that does not contain animation. When people communicate with each other today, there are always animated characters embedded in their set. In fact, people don't want to use words anymore. I don't know if you've noticed that. Nobody spells anymore. You know, everything's shortcut. You have a little happy face or you have a little character. Everybody has their own identity. And so once you've developed this skill and you've mastered your craft, you're going to be able to take that and repurpose it into many, many different avenues. Education, as an example. We have been talking over the last 2 days that there's a huge challenge in the world today educating boys. And so you'll find that our technology right now is being adopted in schools from grade 1. In India, we've just signed the biggest educational contract that's going into thousands to be, in the future, tens of thousands of schools. And they will be trained in history and geography and other subjects using the interactive capability of animation to get the messaging across. So I'm just hoping that you will view this as a very, very big opportunity. And as Leonard said, be very appreciative of the fact that you've been given this outstanding gift of education and training. What we do know in today's world is that people have to do more for less. And we did a fairly extensive worldwide tour last year in the United States and Europe discussing this concept of more for less. And because of the financial situation, it opens up a lot of opportunities for small business, for small entrepreneurs, and for individuals that are performing their trade. As a result of which you can actually work internationally without being in the country. Technology has liberated us and it's freed us from the constraints of actually having to be in an office. I don't know if you're familiar with the term bricks and mortar, But bricks and mortar are now out of vogue. Nobody wants necessarily to invest in them because you can set up a business in your, I was going to say your basement, but I suppose you don't have basements in Barbados, but you could put it on your veranda, and you're in business, and you can communicate with somebody on the other side of the world, and you can work with them, and you can get paid to do so. I also would like to encourage you to think in terms of payment, to think in terms of this is a career that you will earn money at. You know, value what you can do, and people will value it with you. You need to understand that what you are doing is critical, it's good, and it's today. It's sexy, it's what people are doing now. You know, legacy businesses, why we have done so well internationally, is that we in fact offer an alternative to legacy business, to resource business that doesn't actually generate a lot of opportunity for a lot of people. In this sector, a lot of opportunity is created because even with one production, the spin-off benefits are tremendous. Things like merchandising, direct-to-video, all of the things that happen as a spin-off to any one production, printing, packaging, you know, there's a lot of associated jobs. The other thing that we want to do, and we want to do rather quickly, is develop I was going to say, not a fair...
festival, animation festival.
A festival. I'm having the same problem as the MC. The festival, we'd like to have a very, very high-level animation festival in Barbados. And the reason that we think Barbados is a perfect spot for that is that it offers so much with the beaches, the restaurants, things that people can do outside of the working hours, which is very, very important. And for that festival, we would ultimately try to attract the Disneys, the Cartoon Networks, the Warner Brothers, and attract people to come down and actually conduct networking and business meetings here. So that will be something, maybe the first one will be reasonably small, but I think that we'll be able to grow that. And again, that will have a lot of spin-off benefit as it relates to the tourist industry and as it relates to other industries that are on the ground here. So I just wanted to say we are incredibly proud of being associated with this initiative. We are very optimistic. We think it's going to be a dynamic and growing industry. We encourage you to be enthusiastic, go out there, you know, grab the world, go for the gold, and just have a lot of fun doing it. So thank you, we're honored, and have a good time.